This is Bay State Running, powered by Marathon Sports, sponsored by Hoka, coming at you from Fort Devens with the MIAA State Championship. This is the girls Division I race, and we've got a great race in store for you today.
Yeah, we have plenty of competition both on the individual side and the team side, but let's start individually. We have Greta Hammer Needham. She is the favorite here. I consider her the favorite. She ran 17:31.97 at the Bay State Conference Championship last week. Won her race at Northfield Mountain, 18:13.91, but beat Aoife Shovlin of Cambridge Ridge and Latin, last year's champion. She beat her by 40 seconds. So they're both in this race. So this is going to be a very tight race. There's plenty of others. Gina McGovern of Billerica, Charlotte Tuxbury of Wellesley, Emily Wedlake of Westford Academy, and Sierra Evans of Newton North, who actually beat Hammer earlier in the season at the league meet. But since September 21st, Greta has been unbeaten against her competition. Team-wise, we have plenty of teams that can figure in the mix. My pick is either it's going to be Weymouth or Wellesley, but it can be a bunch of other teams. A few weeks ago at the Bay State Conference Championship, we had 4 of the teams here today, separated by just 6 points. And they're all here. Wellesley won with 62. We had Needham and Weymouth at 65, and Newton North at 68 points. So all 4 teams are here today. We also have Billerica, Lexington, and Cambridge Ridge and Latin, which can also figure in the mix. So an unbelievable race, both individually and team-wise. So it's a great race to kick off this meet. We're going to have 6 races here today, all exciting, but this one's going to be pretty spectacular, I think. And again, I think Greta Hammer, she's the one to look at. She likes to take the pace out hard, so look for her to do that, and see Aoife Shovlin right there behind her, and a bunch of others. So it's going to be very exciting here today.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out over the first few miles. I think we'll be able to see how hard Hammer's going today, see if she's going to be giving it a full effort or if she's going to be kind of saving stuff for postseason races.
Yeah, I think she's capable of potentially breaking 18 minutes on this course. Last year, Shovlin ran the fastest time here, 18:06.29. So I think she can be in that ballpark and potentially break 18 minutes. But again, it might be, if she's got a significant lead, she might hold back. I believe she's probably running Nike or Foot Locker after that. So who knows? But it's going to be a fast race, I think.
So we're about a minute away from the start, assuming they're on time. Our law school is ready to go.
And it seems like we have perfect weather. It's a slight wind, but it's like 60 degrees out here. The sun's not too hot. It's perfect weather for fast times.
Yeah, definitely. The course is very dry right now as well. All right, and they are off. So girls Division I MIAA State Championships, and they're coming right at us.
And this is a point in the race. Obviously, you want to go out quick, but you don't want to go out too quick. You don't want to get boxed in, but you want to make sure you get a good position because it narrows down quickly in a hurry here.
Are through, and we're going to head off to our next spots.
We have our leaders here right around a half mile into the race. Does look like we have all our pre-race picks here. Tuxbury, Shovlin, Hammer, all of them. tight lead pack here at the Division I race, and looks like we got our final runners coming through.
All right, here we are at the mile mark. We'll see if anybody's out in the lead. It looks like it's still a pretty large pack. Yeah, no one's broken away yet. So we approach mile 1. We're looking for probably Hammer, Chauvelin, McGowan, Tewksbury, Wedlake, Evans, and Moran to be in that lead pack.
Come on, Jamie!
So they're all staying together. A little surprising. No one's broken away, but everyone in that front pack looks pretty strong. So here comes the rest of the pack rolling through the mile. And they're heading for another loop around the fields after this. Just settling in. So that front pack was very consolidated. No one had broken away at all. I thought we might see Hammer up there, but she was not. She was in the front pack, but not broken away at all. So it should be a very exciting race to see how it plays out if anybody wants to make a move later on. As we see the rest of the teams coming through the mile mark. We were expecting a pretty close team race today. There's no one who was clearly out in front yet. So we see everyone settling into their races, coming through the mile.
Come on. Find the race within the race. Up there, those two up there.
Here we go. You guys are on pace. 7:07. Here we go.
Through the mile, we're gonna head off to our next spot.
Okay, we just passed the 1 mile mark, and we have still a tight lead pack. That's Chauvelin, that's Tewksbury, they're all in there.
Go, Molly.
Yes, Bridget! Come on, Bridget!
And it did seem like Wellesley and Weymouth had a strong presence up front, as well as the other leaders, so it does seem like it's going to be a close race here.
Let's go, Green! Come on, Green! Let's go! You got this! Come on, let's go!
We're just before the 2 mile mark, and there's definitely a lot more separation now. So in the lead, that would be Greta Hammer. Followed by, I believe that would be Tewksbury of Wellesley, or Moran of Westfield.
Stop, Gianna.
We've got a strong pack kind of lining up right behind them. We've got our 2 that are definitely out in front.
Hey, you look great. Hey, run the hill better than your opponent.
Now here comes the team scores coming in. A lot of different teams coming through.
Here we go, Izzy.
So we're heading to the woods right now.
Right within 4 seconds.
About a mile to go.
That's it, Gracie.
And really there's no team as striking me as being in the front. I've seen a few Needham, a few Newton North.
Here we go! Here we go! Hey, eyes on red! Eyes on red! You got this, America! Take a breath!
Again, we are at the 2 mile, or just before, and it was Hammer who's in the lead, looking to pull away over the last mile or so.
Hey, great job. Let's go. Keep it.
And now here comes the pack.
Tell like you know how.
A lot of runners coming through now. Every point's going to count. See if anybody can move up.
Hey, run this hill like you know how, Jess. Run the hill.
Look at Jack,
So all these girls are trying to fight for their teams to make it to the end of the race and hopefully help their teams score.
Go, Allie. Propelling. Let's go, Nate.
So yeah, I didn't really see a team that was clearly out in front. Again, I don't know what the W team was. I'm imagining it's either Wellesley or Weymouth. And they both looked like they had a lot of runners up there. But we're gonna head off towards the finish line and see who is in front.
And that is Greta Hammer with a significant lead on this final loop going up the hill. At least 100 meters, maybe 75. And that's McGovern and Tewksbury right there. And here's Shovlin, our defending champion here in 4th.
Here comes the finish.
And ladies and gentlemen, here comes Greta Hammer to the finish
Greta Hammer is
line.
coming through, and she definitely pulled away over the last couple miles.
And there is your
18:02.
24.
It's a great run there.
So just like we expected, Greta Hammer, the winner here, and winning significantly. But it's tight.
Deanna McCowan.
Wow, it's a bit of a move over the last mile or so.
On their way to the finish line. Keep your hands clapping for these great athletes as
That
they
was
make
Charlotte
their way to the
Tewksbury of
finish.
Wellesley finishing 3rd. And here's our defending champion, Eva Shovlin in 4th, 18:33. So we're going to have quite a few under 19 minutes. This is Wedlack of Westford Academy.
Amelia Smith and
So all
Emily
5 different teams so far.
Whitlake.
Attleboro coming through.
Emma.
Yeah, so just as we expected, Greta Hammer putting the hammer down here today. A very good time on a perfect day for racing.
That's 2 Cambridge Bridge and Latin coming through so far.
Molly.
Everyone else has only 1 in so far.
Making their way to the finish line. Molly Hackett.
That's the second one from
From
Wellesley.
Braintree. Allie Glenn.
So we got 2 Wellesley, 2 Cambridge Bridge and Latin. We got 2 Westford now who are in.
Taylor and Grace.
Yeah, they're coming in a hurry. I just
3rd Wellesley, 2nd Needham.
Needham.
Wellesley's in the lead so far.
Riley. Claire. Alicia.
Needham has 3.
Emily.
Valerica has 3.
Fiona. Esther.
Lexington has 3. Westford has 4.
Adeline. Kate.
Westford
Claire.
has 5.
Aaron. All making their way to the finish line.
Cambridge
And
Bridge
looks
has
like
3, I believe.
Eleanor. Leah. Rosie. Bridget. Eva. looks like Westford Academy in Lexington are in the nail biter.
Westford looked pretty good there. So they might be my pick for the winners there. But Lexington was up there. So we had Hammer definitely with the win. She was a clear victor over the last 2 miles. And then Westford looked pretty good coming in. They had their 5 in before anyone else, I know that. It depends if they had someone far up enough to help the team score.
This is the meet of champions, and it's Shirley and Shirley today. Our runners are putting out quite a performance here.
So we have everyone fighting for their spots across the line. This is the MIAA State Championships, biggest meet of the year.
Solomon and Margaret are making their way to the finish line. Good kick. Luna, Isabel, all making their way. Ava Buckley from Piedmont. Madeline, Rachel, Molly. Caitlin from Notre Dame. Madison from Taunton.
So, looking at the results here, it looked like Westford was the winner in an incredibly close race. We had Westford winning with 109 points over Lexington and Wellesley. Oh, but it is changing a little bit still as more splits come in. But right now it appears Westford by 3 points over Lexington, 113. Oh, it's now down to 2 points. But Westford is in the lead. They did have their 5 through. A little bit after Lexington did.
Yeah, that seems like it's probably going to change. I know that one of their top runners is not in this race. Abigail Hennessy.
Across that finish line on their way to their own personal victory here today at the meet of champions.
But it looks like a very close race between a bunch of teams like we expected.
Yeah, it seems like our top 5, our top 6 even, are all within 25 points, which is really close.
Making their way down the final stretch. Tessa Holt.
As we're about 22:50 right now. And if things hold, which appears that as everyone's mostly in now, it should hold, Westford will win by 2 points over Lexington. So an incredibly close race. Congratulations, Westford, assuming that they do end up being the victors. It seems like with most of them in by now, it appears fairly definitive. So yeah, throughout the race, there really wasn't a clear leader, and it may even be the case where another team was in the lead earlier on, and then but Westford definitely turned it on, and they did end up having their 5 coming through with enough points to finish in first place.
It looks like we have a nice close race by 2 points with Westford Academy and Lexington.
So with most of them through, it does seem like Westford's going to hold on.
Excuse me. So we're going to have to see what the final official results from our timers at first time out.
But it is a definitive
right now,
top 2, with Westford and Lexington being 10 points clear of Wellesley.
And just a reminder.
So as we approach 24:30, this has been the MIAA State Championships Division I Girls Race. This is Bay State Running, powered by Marathon Sports, sponsored by Hoka. All right, and we will see you for the boys.